We find it a great opportunity to come down, mingle, have relationships that our staff don't always get an opportunity to get out of the office and see, and to see how other giving happens in the region. And I can't think of a better organization that does that than the Washington Area Women's Foundation.
I love the Washington Area Women's Foundation because they care about families, they care about children, and they even take time to focus on young children and families through some of their outreach efforts.
If you invest in women, the studies show you can lift the whole community, and that's why we at the Women's Foundation do the work that we do. One way we invest is through grant making. In the past year alone, the foundation has given $1,053,000 in grants to local nonprofits.
In addition to collaborating with our grantee partners, the Women's Foundation partners with each of you, our donors, to raise awareness about what's happening in our own backyard and why it's important to invest in women and girls. That awareness leads to increased giving and supports real change for thousands of women and girls.
This is a great opportunity for women in this community to see how they can support other women in this community who may not have it as well as we do. And I'm pleased to be here and a part of the work that they're doing.
Today, we are releasing the 2010 Portrait of Women and Girls in the Washington metropolitan area, an update to the 2003 report. Portrait Project 2010 once again reinforces that we live in a region divided. The Washington metropolitan area is home to some of the most highly educated, powerful, and influential women in the nation. We need look no further than 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue or in this very room to see evidence of that. And yet, miles, just blocks even, from the White House, there are women and children who are desperately trying to make ends meet, wondering how they'll keep a roof over their heads or put food on their tables.
But I'm grateful that I can say I'm 65, and I have goodwill of Greater Washington to thank. I am a recovering heroin addict. I was an addict for 40 years. For 40 years, I was lost from life, not knowing how to live on life's terms. So I encourage you all to do something positive for another woman as often as you can, even if it's something as simple as a hug or a compliment. Do something as my friend. Do something as my sister. Do something as part of my extended Goodwill family. Thank you.
At Hopkins House and ECLI, we are dreamers. We work to fulfill the hopes we have for the mothers we serve and the dreams they have for their daughters and their sons. We are about positive, unrelenting change, about education and learning, about children and family, and about fulfilling promise and realizing individual potential.
We had to sit back like for 20 minutes and just talk about what just went on, like, wow. That's all we can say is wow. It was great.
I love this lunch. I've been coming for nearly 8 years now. Every different company I work for comes with me, and now I'm bringing trustees and other supporters of our organization to come and support this organization. And the one-to-one match is always a huge part of the giving. It inspires me, the stories inspire me, and I just think this is one of the best organizations in the region.
I think what I was most surprised by was being as inspired. Like, I'm walking out of here feeling energized and inspired, like by the stories that people told, by just being in the company of like-minded groups of people. So it was a really, really great day. Thanks, WAF.